Welcome back to the MCPcast. I'm Travis MCP, and I decided to share 40 years of life advice that I have learned over the course of my life in however long it takes me to do so. Uh, Number one, never tell anyone how old you are. I know you probably think, oh, you're 40. You're going to tell us the 40. No, bro. I'm actually way older than 40. This is why I can tell you 40 years worth of life without being so close to it that I can look at what the repercussions of those things were. Don't tell people they don't need to know how old you are, unless you're a minor, in which case tell every single person because ain't no one trying to get on Chris Hansen's show. Just if you're a minor, tell everybody. But otherwise, people don't need to know how old you are unless, again, I guess if you're trying to get a drink, they need to. But these are for older people. If you're old, you don't need to tell anybody anything. Why do they need to know how old you are? I have people that have been in my life for years that have no idea how old I am. And that's the way it's going to be for the rest of their life. They're never going to know how old I am. I am unique in this way. And I just want to be clear, like, this is what works for me. It may not work for you, but you should consider it. Think about it. Another thing that I've learned in my particular life, again, this is me, might not be for you. Every piece of information you give to someone can be used against you at some point. Even if it's something that you just think you're telling a friend or a close confidant or whoever, if you give someone a piece of information about you, it can be used against you, whether it be in a court of law or just the court of public opinion. For someone like me who does YouTube, I got to be kind of careful about some of the things I say at times. Like, I got to be real careful because it'll be used against me. But this is the same thing that applies in regular life. Like, if you tell a friend that you feel some sort of way about a particular person, they might just think it's funny to tell that person you feel that sort of way about them. Now, I'm not saying this is always going to happen, but just know what the risk is whenever you give a piece of information about yourself away to someone else. If you give it away freely, it might be given away freely. Maybe you surround yourself with people that aren't going to do that. That's great, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. But for the most part, just know that you're taking a risk whenever you give a piece of sensitive information about yourself. It can be used against you later on. Another thing, which might be something that's going on right now, your words are more powerful than you think. So many times I've been told that things I've said to people when in passing, which I don't even think about, have impacted them usually positively later on. I didn't know. I couldn't know because in the moment it didn't mean that much to me. I just said something. Sometimes a little compliment, or sometimes it was just something I said that seemed nice. And they would tell me years later that it really impacted them. And I think that's super important. It's important for me when I'm doing things on YouTube as well, because I have to be cognizant of the fact that anything I say, good or bad, could impact someone in a positive or negative way. But even you are probably talking to people, and you might be surprised at how something nice said randomly can change someone's day. And I think that's always worth the time. And that's something else I'll talk about here in a minute. But just know that you never know how powerful the words you use are. Here's another one. You can't trust anyone to not let you down. It is pretty much guaranteed that no matter who you know and how close they are to you, someone's going to let you down. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when and by how much. That doesn't mean you can't trust anyone, although I try not to trust very many people. The reality is, no matter who they are, they're going to let you down. Just know that in advance. And sometimes letting you down might be something like they're 10 minutes late to a meeting that you wish that they would be at on time. It might be something small, or it could be something huge. You could be in a marriage and things don't work out. Everyone you deal with on a routine basis, someone you see often and deal with, they're definitely going to let you down, no matter how much they love you or you love them, or how much you trust them and they trust you. It's human nature. We're humans. We make these mistakes. That's what's going to happen. But surround yourself with good quality people, which includes friends. I think this is what's really important. Those people are going to let you down, but it doesn't mean they won't be there to lift you up when you need it. It's one thing that I can definitely attest to. I have some great friends. I don't need a lot of friends. You don't really need a lot of friends. You just need some good friends. That's maybe another thing you should consider. Surround yourself with good quality people. And what I mean by that, there's not like this formula of like who you should be looking for, but like innately inside yourself, if someone's a good person. The way you really know if they're a good person is they never tell you that they're a good person. You just see by their actions, and you can feel it inside. Some people are like, have this aura around them. Have you ever met those people? You walk up to them, start talking to them. You're like, oh my God, this person is so like amazing. And I want to spend more time with them. There's something about them. Those tend to be truly excellent people. And you definitely want to kind of engage with those people. Be careful, because some people are shysters. There are cults that are made out of this, people who are charismatic. I'm not just talking about charismatic people. I think most of us can tell If someone's a good person and someone's a good quality person, try to surround yourself with good quality people. It will take you far in life. Um, Dogs are the only true being that know true love. I had Nathan. For those of you who've been watching me for a while, may have seen Nathan on my channel before. An incredible dog. Dogs know love unlike humans. Dogs are pure love. If you're a dog lover, you know it. If you're a dog owner, you know it. There's not words I can tell you. Humans don't have the capacity to love the way a dog does. I miss Nathan every single day. They know love. Things are always more important when they happen to you. Now, let me give you an example. So, for example, let's say your friend is going to the dentist and getting a root canal, and they tell you, you're like, oh, okay, well, that's going to be all, that's going to suck. And then you go about your day. You don't think nothing of it. But the minute you're getting a root canal, it's the biggest thing in the world. Or if you're getting surgery on something, it's the biggest thing. And you try to tell people, oh my God, oh my God. And you've heard the same story from other people. It just doesn't mean as much to someone else, even if they've been through it. If they've been through it, they might have a little bit of compassion for you, but it's never going to be as big as it is when it's happening to you. And it can be the same exact thing. Just remember that. Doesn't matter. It's always bigger when it happens to you. I believe this next thing to be true. Helping others is always worth your time. Whenever possible, help others, especially if they're in need. Sometimes it's a little bit, it takes a little bit of time, and maybe you don't have the ability to help in ways you'd like to, but try to in any way you can. It always is worth the time. Helping others is always worth the time. And finally, everyone's life experiences are different. These are mine. Yours might not align with any of these, and that's okay. The point of this video isn't to say you should do these things or these are the things you need to do to make your life successful. This has been my experience, and you might look at your experience and have completely different opinions. It's okay to be wrong. I mean, I'm the one that's right. I have the YouTube channel. I'm joking. But the reality is you need to remember that when you interact with people. Everyone has experienced things differently, even if they've experienced the same thing. The way that they experienced it is different. And sometimes just having a little compassion for the way people have gone through their life can go a really long way. I'm Travis MCP. If you like this, hit that like button and tell me down below what are one of your things you've learned over the course of your life. I'd love to hear more about it. And I'll see you in the next one.